Mohit Sharma ji from Surat. Radhe Radhe, respected Gurudev. Pranams at your lotus feet. Maharaj ji, in childhood, my parents got my birth chart made by an astrologer to find out my future. It says my life will be filled with struggle, nothing will be easy.
जिसका जीवन ऐसा है जिसके जीवन में संघर्ष न हो.
Whose life does not have struggle? Regardless of whether you get a birth chart made or not, I am telling you the end result. This world is the Kalyam Ashashvatam. This world is the Kalyam, meaning an abode of misery, and Ashashvatam, meaning everything here is temporary and will be destroyed. This planet is a planet of death, Mrityulok. Body, position, wealth, relatives, friends, at the end, everything will be left behind and destroyed. This is the end result here. So why should we worry about the future? What is going to happen after 20 years? Why should we worry for 20 years? To destroy the future misery and be happy in the present, we should do Nam Jap, chant the holy name. There is no predicament that cannot be eliminated. This is our faith. Eliminated, meaning, for example, this body since birth has the polycystic kidney disease. It is hereditary and starts in the mother's womb. So the body was born with this disease. Now, taking shelter of God and His name, the disease that provides pain at every moment is providing me bliss at every moment. Therefore, the holy name is the only thing that can purify the past, present, and future. It will destroy the sins of the past. In the present, it will prevent us from making mistakes, and the future will be bright.
इसलिए राम नाम मणिदीप धरी जीह देहरी द्वार तुलसी भीतर बाहिरो जो चाह सुजियार.
No one's horoscope predicts attaining God. Doing bhajan, purifying our life, and attaining God is a new purusharth, the purpose of human life, our new effort. What is written in the horoscope and derived by contemplation on it is based on what is destined for us based on our past karma. Understand this clearly. What we're doing now is a new crop. What an astrologer derives is a result of old karmas. Based on the old karmas, we are given a certain type of body and destiny, either happiness or misery, based on the karmas. That's all that's there. For us to do Purusharth, new effort, and obtain God is only possible in a human body.
साधन धाम मोक्ष कर द्वारा पाई न जे परलोक सम्हारा सो परत्र दुख पावई सिर धुनि धुनि पछताए काले कर्म ईश्वर मिथ्या दोष लगाए. ज्योतिष सत्य है.
Astrology is true, its calculations are true, the concept is true. But our ultimate truth is that we can make a goal of attaining God. And then if we do a lot of Nam Jap, and our destiny can be changed. Destiny that has been written for us will not be able to defeat us. If we just had to live based on destiny, then there would be no difference between an animal and us, because we would just suffer or enjoy. Our Purusharth or new effort will not work. Purusharth cannot be done by animals. Only by humans we will write a new destiny. We will become Narayan himself. We can become a ghost. We can become a dog. We can become a worm in the gutter, a pig. Whatever future we create, we will have to bear it. We have come to destroy this pre-written destiny. By Purusharth, we will turn fructified karma to dust and attain God. Understand the principle here. There is no point in spending your life worrying this year all this will happen and next year all that will happen. What Ram wants will happen. So be carefree and trust God.
भगवान का नाम भगवान का भरोसा तो समुझ जाए शरण ते डरत ना काल डर.
So why should we worry about fructified karma? It can only bring joy and misery to the body, and this body will turn to dust today or tomorrow, that is for sure. But before it is destroyed, we should obtain such a state that no duality can affect us. And this is possible only by taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord and practicing devotion. This is the truth. It is said, wear a ring made from a horse's shoe, and Saturn will not affect you. Well, then the horse should not be affected by Saturn because he is wearing their entire shoe. See how much Saturn is affecting him, that he is bearing the burden of people on his back. It gets whipped and is made to run here and there. So believe me, have good conduct, chant God's name, Ram, Krishna, Hari. All stars will become favorable to you even if they are aligned unfavorably. They may be positioned badly for you, but you follow Dharma and your mind is engaged in God, they will not be able to harm you at all. And if all the stars are aligned properly but your actions are contrary to God's instructions, then you will never be happy. The planets will never be able to make you happy. This is a final outcome.
जो पे कृष्ण चरण मन अर्पित तो करिहें का नवग्रह रंक.
If your actions are contrary to God, then no planet can help you. And if your focus is God, then no planet can harm you. Understand this too. The essence is we have been given a human body to the devotion of God, not to worry about happiness and distress and waste our life. If we know that we will be facing difficulty in a month or a year, we have started to suffer right away. Why? We will chant from today because we know ultimately everything will be left behind here. For sure. Does anybody trust that you will remain with you after death? For sure it will be left behind. A point will come where you will have to leave by yourself. Even the body will not accompany you. You will have to leave. Now if we know that everything will be left behind at the end, then why should we worry about the middle? Now we will catch the one who will never leave us, that is God's name and God, His shelter, and this will result in everything becoming auspicious. I am not saying astrology is false, but it can only predict the happiness and distress of this body and tell us our destiny based on our previous karmas. If we just suffer and enjoy, then there is no difference between an animal and us. Our human body is provided to do the ultimate purusharth effort, which is to attain God. That is for sure. We are not so weak that we will just suffer or enjoy what is destined. That's it. That is our life. No, that's not it. The topmost purusharth is God's bhajan, devotion and shelter. Otherwise, why would people attain God? Attaining the Dham, the name, the Leelas, self-realization. This all happens in this life and this is not foretold. It is not written in our horoscope that we will attain God. It is just written that at a certain age we will have this accident. At a certain age we will get this happiness or distress. We have come here to change what is destined. We have a human life now.
साधन धाम मोक्ष कर द्वारा पाए न जे परलोक संहारा सो परत्र दुख पावई सिर धुनि धुनि पछताए कालहि कर्महि ईश्वरई मिथ्या दोष लगाए. हमारी बात समझ लो, भगवान ने
Still understand what I am saying. God has sent you here so you can be carefree. Do not worry. You should be blissful. The planets and constellations can only attack the body. And if along with our body and our mind we are in God's shelter,
करो सदा तिनके रखवारी जिम बालक राखे महतारी. जितने भी ग्रह नक्षत्र,
the planets and authorities of the universe are subordinate to God. God is a controller of the controllers. If we are under His shelter, then what do we have to fear? Do you understand? Yes, take God's shelter, give up sinful conduct and chant His name. This will write a new destiny.
I am afraid if path of moksha is obstructed, then life will be wasted.
No one can obstruct the path of moksha, liberation. See, if you're going to die in 2 seconds, okay, let's assume that the body will die in 2 seconds, and we say Radha, Radha twice. A Jamal said Narayan, but he was calling his son and obtained liberation. And if you're knowingly calling Radha and it happens to be our last moment, we will not obtain God? What you remember at the last moment, you attain. And we were chanting Radha, Radha, so we will attain God. There's nothing to worry. Just listen to me carefully. Surrender to God, chant His name and become carefree. Karo Sade, Tinke Rakvari. They will protect me in happiness and distress. Ravan fired his infallible energy weapon at Vibhishan and then right away
तुरत विभीषण पाछे मेला सन्मुख राम सहो सोई सेला.
Ram pushed him aside and took the blow to his chest. God endures the distress of his devotees. Fructified karma will attack us, and my Lord will protect me. All I have to do is meditate on him. Our life should not be wasted. This is an excellent thing that has come into your mind. And life is only successful when every moment we meditate on the truth. We do not know the truth. That is why we have to listen to the saints. Chant whatever name is dear to you. Name is ultimate reality. Meditate on it. It will give you absolute well-being. Do you understand? What name is dear to you? Shri Radha. Yes, chant a lot. Do not do any bad conduct. Then results of karma will not be able to defeat us. Results of karmas will come even in the body of the enlightened souls, but it cannot defeat them because they are in such an elevated state internally that distress cannot touch them. The results come, we just tolerate and chant Radha, Radha, Radha. We are in bliss every moment. God is immortal, full of bliss and happiness. That happiness is untouched by profit and loss, by criticism and praise, by honor and dishonor. He is intoxicated with bliss. He just tolerates honor, dishonor, joy, sorrow, everything. Therefore, the truth is God's name, his shelter, and do good conduct. And by that, in this life, we can burn our accumulated karmas from the past, make the fruitified karmas fruitless, and offer our present karmas to God and be liberated. The jiva is bound till these three remain. God's shelter, chanting his name, good conduct. This will result in our ultimate well-being.